All right, Saints, we're in Killimani. I'm showing you some of the street sights of the place where we're staying, Gold Park Homes. This is some of the surrounding area of the Killimani area of Nairobi. We're going to be taking a little stroll through the area. It's more peaceful and quiet on Sunday mornings. Good morning, Sarah. You want to say good morning?
Morning, everyone.
Hello, there's my beautiful wife. And so let's take a little stroll through the Killimani area so you can get an idea. We've been sharing videos with you from Nakuru. We showed some Salai, which is a rural village area. Nakuru is a much smaller city, but Nairobi is a metropolitan city, over 5 million people. And so we're going to decide to come out on a Sunday morning when it's usually a lot less crowded, just to show you what some of the areas are. I can understand why a lot of foreigners and Americans would love to, while they live in Nairobi, particularly the areas of Killimani, Killimani, Westlands, Parklands, because you can pretty much find anything you want in these areas just as you would back in America. So I think it's the comfort and convenience that motivates most Black Americans to come. We were in a mall called Yaya Center on yesterday, and we ran across several Black American YouTubers. But this is some of the area that you can see why people would feel comfortable from the west here. And this is a TBT tower here in the area, so you can understand, you will definitely feel at home here. And you can still live relatively inexpensive here in Kenya, even in Nairobi, more than half the cost of what it costs to live in America. So you can stay in this area if you're paying $1,800 a month for an apartment in America, which is probably just an ordinary apartment. You can stay in a luxury apartment here for $900 a month. So you can save half of your money and have twice the luxurious lifestyle. So I can see this is some of the real benefit. You'll see some people carrying their trades this way here. Sometimes they use animals as well to do it. But you see the beautiful sidewalks, tree-lined streets. Yes, this is Africa. Don't believe the narrative that people give you about places. This is a development bank here, as I mentioned to you. It's a very tall building here in... Okay, you see here we again. I want to show you this nice architectural building that you'll see in the front coming up here. We're gonna take a good walk to maybe one of the local malls as within walking distance of this Airbnb that we're at in Killimani. If you're visiting Nairobi, you'll be able to find tons. See this architectural building, very nice, unique shaped building. And so, again, we're heading out. Do you know where you're going, dear? You better check the app. So here we are. You want to see this is Nairobi. That's the building we're staying in there. That's where the Airbnb is. So we're gonna just take a nice little stroll through this area. It's a very safe area. You feel very safe. Every place there's security at all the apartments and everywhere you go. So I thought that this would give you a nice vantage point of what it's like to actually walk the streets in this area, what the feeling is like, what the environment is like. So hopefully this video will be something that will give you a good perspective of what it's like here in the surrounding areas that you see. See some of the architecture. This is the unfinished building here. Unfinished. You see traffic lights. Okay, here we go again, coming up one of the intersections for this side of town. Hopefully I'll be able to capture a lot of the environment so you can get a feel for this area of Nairobi. As I mentioned earlier, I can see why a lot of expats love relocating to this area because you got all the creature conference of America when you're here. And so, again, glad you can come along with us on this journey where you can see the comfort of living here in Nairobi. If you didn't know this was Nairobi, you would think this was any major city in the U.S. But look at a nice little villa over here. Nice little gated community there. This is a Sifa Tower. Another apartment complex. And you see over there. This is one of the intersections. This is a roundabout. This is one of the only areas I've seen actual traffic lights in Kenya since I've been here. So it's very developed, as you see. Through this unique building here. Here we are on the main walking way. This is a little shopping center. Again, this is the Killimani area of Nairobi. Hope you enjoyed this little tour. See a little bit of the environment. And we'll tune in with you again later. Nairobi, Kenya.